Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload a new video every single Sunday, and whenever I have time, I like to add an extra or two in per week. So now is a great time to subscribe to my channel and stay on top of all of my new videos. Also, if you're brand new to the tea journey, I got you. I have something that will help. I wrote an ebook all about the basics of tea, so it's sort of just meant to be a good base of knowledge to help you go into tea stores feeling confident. I have that linked down below of all of my videos. And I even have a new series of videos that I'm working on to kind of go along with the books. So if you're just starting your tea journey, I have tons of stuff linked below that may be able to help. But anyway, for today, I have a tea review from DAVIDStea that I'm really looking forward to trying. It is called Organic Sip of Sage. I did order this online, so it doesn't really have like much of a description. We will be able to go on the internet for that. But anyway, let's just get right into the ingredients. It's called Organic Sip of Sage. It's a green tea, and it says refreshingly minty and soothing. The ingredients are organic green tea, organic spearmint, organic green tea scented with jasmine flowers, organic sage leaves, organic rose petals, organic marigold flowers, and natural spearmint flavoring. So it's interesting that instead of just putting in front of the ingredients all organic, they said organic in front of each word. So I wonder why they did that, but let's give it a sniff. I definitely smell that spearmint first and foremost. It smells like Wrigley spearmint gum. I really like spearmint, but what drew me to this, other than the fact that it's a green tea, because I absolutely love green teas, but I was really intrigued by the sage. I haven't tried a whole lot of teas with sage in it, but I have been like sort of getting into watching videos about like spiritual cleansing and like other spiritual topics. You know how you cleanse the house with some sage, you burn it, but a lot of people actually make like sprays, like people who can't say like burn things in their apartments or for whatever reason can't use actual like burning sage. They'll make like sprays or floor washes, like cleaning supplies with sage, because sage is just really known to help like cleanse the area. But I thought it was interesting. There's this YouTube channel I sometimes watch called The Witch of Wanderlust, and she talked about how sage is like, I think she called it spiritual bleach. So when you're saging your house and you're cleansing out that energy, you need to like immediately replace it with something else, because you're not just clearing out the bad energy, you're clearing out all the vibes. So you need to real quickly put something else on. So whether you like light a nice candle that has like some good sort of vibes in it, or just set an intention for like good energy, you do have to follow it up with something positive. So I thought that was really interesting. And when I saw that DAVIDStea had a sage tea when I was making my Valentine's Day order online, I decided to go for it, because I just thought like, if sage is so like good and cleansing for your space, it probably is. I mean, I would think it'd be the same for when you drink it for like yourself. So here's to trying to get negative vibes out and replace it with good vibes. I feel like buying this tea was sort of an attempt at that, but it smells really good and minty. I do sort of get that sage note, but I really like the other ingredients in this too. Like the jasmine scented green tea, I think is a cool combination. Like I feel like the combination of like the mint and like herby ingredients with the floral ingredients is kind of unique. So here's how it looks in the spoon. It's really nice and fluffy because of that spearmint. So you can see it's nice and herby, but then there's some colors from the flowers. And it's so like big and fluffy and lightweight that I bought 2 ounces, but they put it in a big bag. Usually when you buy 2 ounces, it would be in this size bag. But since this is so fluffy and voluminous, they put it in a bigger bag so the whole 2 ounces would fit. Yeah, I definitely smell the herbiness more than the floralness. So I'm hoping when I taste the tea, I'll taste the floral notes. But here's how it looks on the plate. Oh, it's so pretty. It's honestly really pretty. It's a really pretty tea because it's like green and fluffy and like lush looking, but then like those flowers, it honestly looks like a garden on a plate. It's so pretty. Oh, and I see a stick. I love that. You know how we feel about that around here. It just goes to show that our tea came from nature. Oh, and then here's a little piece of sage. I see it. Sage has almost like that fuzzy sort of thing. It's like this light, pretty green. And marigold petals, of course, these yellowy guys. I see some pink rose petals. Wow, I'm really liking this so far. I feel good vibes just looking at it. So probably like the marigold and the rose is kind of like, you know, love and like good stuff. So while we're drinking our sage to cleanse ourselves, we're also getting those other nice uplifting ingredients to replace any energies we are removing. But let's see what it says on DaVidStea's website, see if we can find a good description for this tea. It says soft jasmine notes combined with a sweet cooling finish and savory hint of sage. And I think it looks even better in front of me than it does in the picture here. So that's kind of cool. It says a soothing and uplifting essential. I love the elevated take on this refreshing organic green tea. The perfect balance of spearmint, jasmine, and sage. Cooling and aromatic and relaxing all at once, it's a delicious way to invigorate your senses. Break out this sophisticated classic at your next get-together or when you need a little afternoon inspiration. What makes it great? Need to relax? This premium green tea is made with jasmine, a flower widely used in aromatherapy for its uplifting aroma. We love spearmint for its natural sweetness, cooling effects, and soothing digestion properties. A great choice for after any meal. With a splash of sophisticated sage, this blend is our elevated take on the classic jasmine green tea. I don't know if this is spearmint or sage or what this picture is here, but look at that leaf. So like moisturized. But I like that. Like this has a lot of like good vibe ingredients. Like jasmine is good for like stress relief and things like that and very uplifting. So I think this tea is gonna be pretty awesome. I think I've had like one other tea with sage and I think it was DaVidStea's Echinacea Shield. Let me go back on the website and see what else there is that has sage in it. Maybe there's like a lemon smash I have not tried, but Echinacea Shield I have. That was the one with the sage. And that one I didn't like the taste. I did drink through it because I got sick a lot this year and needed like every line of defense against like illness and with everything I had going on. So I did drink it all, but I didn't really like it. And I don't know if it was like the echinacea that made it taste like bitter to me or if it was the sage. I hope not, because I really hope I like this. But it's cool when they add like an herby sort of note to a tea. Like there was one that DaVidStea did right before I quit and it was called Wild Strawberry. And it was a strawberry herbal tea, but it had rosemary in it. And it really like played up that like wild strawberry kind of thing. Like it really added a cool, unique note and made it different than like a regular kind of boring strawberry tea. So I'd say we're about good to remove our infuser because this is a green tea. We don't want to overdo it. And it has that beautiful golden color that a green tea has. Look how pretty. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I'd still say spearmint is the strongest note that I am picking up. Not that that's bad. I do love spearmint and I haven't had it in a really long time. I feel like spearmint is really nice and uplifting and I know it does have a lot of health benefits as well, so I don't mind that I taste so much spearmint. I do wish I could taste more of the floral notes and the sage. I feel like I don't really taste even sage. I do kind of get a note of the green tea. I was gonna say, like, do I even taste the green tea? I think so. I get like that depth. So it's not just like straight spearmint. I do taste like somewhat of the tea leaf. but not so much of like the floral notes. This kind of reminds me a little bit of DAVIDStea's Midsummer Night's Dream, which I'm not sure if they still have or not, but it was an herbal tea. So it was just like a fruit infusion, fruit and herbs, and it had spearmint, gooseberries, marigold, and rose petals, I think. So it had a lot of like ingredients in common with this, but a little different. Yeah, it's good. I just don't really get the floral notes. It's more herby than anything else. I do kind of wish that they would have like kicked that jasmine up a notch so it was really strong and could really like stand against the spearmint. But you know what? I think it's good. And like I was saying, like I was just kind of hoping to use the cleansing properties of the sage. You know when like you can kind of feel your attitude getting bad? I mean, at least for me, it happens kind of a lot. You feel that you're like not acting right, like you feel like your attitude is bad and you just need kind of a reset. I feel like this is sort of the tea I would want when I'm feeling like that. When I'm like, okay, what's my problem? What's going on? Like, to sit and have a cup of this and just think about like the sage filtering out whatever attitude is going on and replacing it with the vibes from like the jasmine and the rose and, you know, just nice loving kindness vibes. You know what I mean? Is this weird stuff or do you guys like this? I don't know. But that's sort of what I was hoping. Like I did sort of think that the sage would give like a weird note to it. Like, to be honest, I did think that the sage would be like very noticeable and like maybe overpowering. But I think it was smart to pair it with the spearmint because I think probably most people like spearmint. So I feel like if the sage did give any like weirdness, the spearmint would kind of like stand with it, you know? So I like that. My one complaint is I wish I could taste the floral ingredients more. Maybe if they wouldn't have done the plain green tea and they would have made all of the green tea jasmine scented, that might have done it. Like, because the first ingredient is just the plain green tea, then the spearmint, then the jasmine scented green tea. So I feel like if spearmint would have come third, or if they would have just done the jasmine scented, we might have got those flavors a little stronger. But overall, it's a nice tasting tea. I think like the properties of the sage are really cool for like spiritual purposes and things like that, but I don't really think I would buy it again or like seek out this tea again just because it's not really what I thought, I guess. I think the spearmint is a little stronger than I would have preferred. I mean, yeah, it's good, but I don't think I'd buy it again. It's not a can't miss, I guess. I'm glad I tried it and I'm glad I have a little bit, but I'd say I could have definitely like done without this one. It's not anything really that great. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed my review of DAVIDStea's Sip of Sage. Let me know, do you guys do any like cleansing rituals for your space? Like, do you use sage? Do you like sage out your house, or do you like incense or anything, or set intentions? Like, I'd be curious to hear like, how do you guys cleanse your house? Like that kind of cleansing. I hope you are having a beautiful day and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.